So as per our conversation earlier today, I wanted to walk you through a little bit of what's on D2L and how to figure out how to attach assignments so that you can actually submit them and I can take a look at them and actually mark them. So I wanted to show you where you go to actually see what assignments you've handed in. So if you go to this tab when you get onto D2L, to Assessments, click on Assignments, and when you go in there you can see every assignment that there is that needs to be submitted. And what you can see on here is the grade that you've received, how many files you've submitted for that particular assignment, the feedback that you've gotten for the assignment is here, and then the due dates are in this category. So what you can see is that by March 3rd, which is on Saturday, you should have Unit 1 finished. Obviously, if you're not at Unit 1 yet, or to the end of Unit 1 yet, then you can keep working on it. It's just like in a classroom where if you get behind, you have a chance to catch up. So as long as Unit 1 is finished by the end of March break and everything is submitted, then you'll be okay. Now, we talked about submitting assignments. This way might actually be an easier way to submit assignments than what we talked about on the phone. So if you go to, let's say you had jot notes that you wanted to submit from the video that you watched about home, then you hit jot notes, it opens, and if you scroll down just a little, you see the add a file button here. It's the same one that you get through content, only it's right here actually in the file. So you hit add a file, you go to my computer, upload, then you click the file that you have, you find the right folder that it's in and the right one that goes in. So I'm just going to choose one here to put in to show you as an example. So we'll put this one in. It's green right now. Once it turns blue, it's ready to go. So then you hit add. Then most important thing, it's right under here. You hit the submit button. And that submit button means that it goes into the file for me to be able to mark. So you hit submit and it goes. So it tells you here that it was submitted. It tells you the date and the time that it was submitted. And it also tells me what date and time it was submitted, and then who submitted it. And then you'll also get a confirmation email to say that you submitted the file and when it was submitted. So if you would rather go through content to do that, you can do it the way that we talked about when we were talking on the phone. So you go to the actual assignment, and I'm going to go to the one for tiny homes because that's the one that we were talking about. So you scroll down to where we find it. So tiny homes is here. You've read this. You did the pre-reading activity and now you've practiced. So I had said that there were questions for the tiny homes reading. They're here. So when you do content, you have to keep reading down. This is, as you can see, underneath where tiny homes was. It's tiny homes, then you have the reading log, then your reflection, and then it has the questions. So these are the questions we talked about. The three different kinds, the 1D, 1I, and 1C. So you obviously already know, you click on here, it comes up as a Word document. You already said you've chosen the questions that you wanted to answer and you've answered them. So then you save that and you come back here to where it says submit your work right here. Click on that and it comes here. This is the same page that we had going through the assignments. So then you'll also click add a file, my computer, upload, pick the right one, and when you've got it here, you hit add, and obviously if you don't have one, it'll say that you need to put it in. But then after you hit add and it shows up in here, then you hit the submit button. And that will go into the file as well for me to be able to mark. The last thing that I wanted to tell you right now, you see this red right here? That means that you have an email. So if you go in there, this is the submission receipt that I told you you'll get. So you open it up and it just tells you to confirm your submission was sent. So that's how you know that it went into the folder. Now, if it happens to say here that this isn't the right folder that you thought you sent it to, just send me an email to say, I'm sorry, I accidentally sent this to the wrong folder, and then I'll know when I'm marking. Always check when you log in to see if there's a red dot here, that means that either I've sent an email to you or someone else has sent one. And you can open it here, and there will also be red dots on this bell. Those red dots mean that I've put something on the announcements page, which is the startup page for the course. So if you go down, there are announcements here. So every once in a while, I'll put an announcement on if there's something important that you need to know, and you can get your information from here. So hopefully this helps. If there's anything else you need, you can email me back and let me know, and I will put that together for you. Good luck.